Hey, Tacoma Comics here, and this is a midweek type of haul on a Monday. Yes, that's correct. The books I'm about to show you are the sort of books you should see on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, but you get to see them on a Monday. What does that mean? Stay tuned to find out. Maybe it actually just means nothing, and he's just BSing. Who knows? And we're back at the second introduction after only 2 minutes. Most shows, you won't get two introductions within the first 2 minutes. You only get one introduction. Some of them, zero introductions. Hey, Tacoma Comics here, and I got some comic books I want to show you. What's this? This is a half-price book finder. I can't remember what this was, but this is for the Cleavers if they ever contact me about it. Kool-Aid Man, first issue. I saw a whole bunch of these in half-price books, and so I went and grabbed some of them, and I grabbed ones that I don't need. Lady, I looked and you weren't on IG. I was just going to invite you to see if you wanted to join, and you weren't on IG Live, so I figured you were in Betty Buys because it's like 3 a.m. where you are. So if anybody needs these Star Wars adventures, let me know. I just have a few extra. This one I particularly like because I think it's Admiral Hondo's first appearance, or at least it's the first appearance of them two together. They ride speeders and do daring things. I went down to Tricky's, and last week I got some really cool finds the week before. This week I spent like $64 and got crap. So here's some of the stuff that probably is going to go to a sell pile. Some of it was so crappy. Yep, 3 a.m. at 9:50. That's what I'm talking about. Some of it was so crappy that I'm just like, it's in the half price book pile on the floor. But I found this, which I can always sell. Yay. Found some Spider Woman. If anybody's like buying Spider Woman newsstands when they should have been newsstands, 35 cents, 40 cents. Nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular. Phoenix, the untold story. Hint, they tell the story in here. It's not really untold. This is not for Lady Fantastic. There were 3 others that are for Lady Fantastic. Got myself a little Ghost Rider black cover. Like, don't care about that. And Night Thrasher #1 newsstand. Ooh. 32. Don't think I got anything for you. I just gave you the other 3. You know what I'm saying. The ones that are down here that I don't feel like bending over to get, but you know what I got for you. I already told you. All right, so this lot's a little bit better. By the way, this show ends on an absolute banger. Boom, boom, boom. Really big book. Book that I've wanted for a long while. It completes a run. #1. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Hey, Rue, I'm talking to the soccer people, the comic book people. Don't lick my arm. I don't know anything about this, but it was 50 cents each. Gilliam March, who did the Gotham City Sirens artwork, so he put out a book called Laura. 50 cents each. I'll pick that up and read. Good Asian #1. Nice. I might have that already, but I heard this is a really good read, so I'm going to read it. And that's why I spent 50 cents on issues 2, 3, and 4. Boom. I will get those price stickers off if I feel like keeping these. I don't know. I think I'm gonna start collecting this set because I've got #1, which is like a $25 book. But I love the artwork on this. I just thought it was really, really cool. I forget this dinosaur's name, not Devil Dinosaur, the other dinosaur. What's up, Kenneth Bird? Thank you for being here. But I just something about that was so playful and fun, like my pet dinosaur. And she's a really cool character in the show. By the way, this show went for 3 seasons, was really good, and like nobody watched it. I liked Runaways. Anyway, I think I have this one. I love this cover, this kind of retro throwback cover. It is a wraparound cover. It also is signed by Jim Mahfood. So I'm going to replace my other one with this one because this one is signed by him. These are some more of the ones that I'm keeping that were in that that stack that from Trickies I just showed you. Oh, there's a big fold in there. God dang. Anyway, there was a silk that I needed. There was a Spidey stories. I keep getting the Spidey stories from them, so I'm just gonna keep this one. Except now that I see there is a fold in the back, now I might just throw this one away. I don't know, but I love the Electric Company. And some of the Spidey stories are worth some money, not that one. Here's another silk that I needed. So I needed 14 and 17. I never would have bought this, but just so I can have like number ones of every X book, except for X-Men #1, not the Jim Lee joint, the real one. It's a small key, but keep it, and it's in really nice condition. Small key, I can't even tell you what it was, so don't put me on the spot. Take the spot off of me. 26. I need 16, and then I've got the whole run of the first Star Wars Adventures, and I've already got the whole second run. I guess I'm collecting this when I find them half price for $2. I'm not going to pay full price for that. I canceled Mandalorian at school. I was like, why am I getting Mandalorian like on my pull list? It just repeats what happened in the show. Like, it's not a new story. And so yeah, I got a whole bunch of the number ones. Sue me, whatever. You think you're special. I like Scotty Young covers, not so much that I'm going to go fanatic about them, but I found this one. It's like a $12 book for $8, which really means it's like I overpaid by $2. And then this was this now I'm not sure. No, I think it was. Okay, boom, 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 boom. So using the half price hookup, friend of mine who used to work at half price, he was the comic book guy there for a long time, texted me the other day. He's like, hey, having a garage sale. If you want to stop by, I'm selling some dollar comic books. Dollar comic books, you say? All right, so these were all $1 each. It's really cool. I think this is was it Kevin Anker or Chris Wada? I can't remember. This is the Bam Pow Stan Lee box special. Really kind of digging it. This is from the recent run by Rainbow Roll. Rowell Roll, you tell me. I happen to really think that's just a sweet cover. I'm digging it. I'm digging it indeed. Stan Lee is a carpetbagger. Oh, she's Turkish. So I'm going to digress now. It's going to take longer to get to the good stuff. The other day, and I mean like Monday of last week or Tuesday of last week, they emailed me at school and they're like, putting new student in your class. All right. So she's Afghani refugee. Doesn't speak a lick of English. Speaks Dari. I don't speak Dari or Pashto. Go figure. She was in gym for a week, and then like they got to the point in gym where they were starting to like change into gym clothes and going to start counting the kids who like are in the gym clothes. So this poor girl doesn't speak a lick of English, is now in gym class. She's head to toe covered, and she is frightened because like the idea of uncovering her head or changing in front of people, like it's all just foreign to her. So she ran and hid. They found her. They decided, oh, maybe phys ed is not the way to start her off on her American journey. Let's put her in Mr. Chow Miller's robotics class. Okay, I'm down. I'm down. I meet her. I'm excited to meet her. I have like an hour lead time. So I go to shake her hand and say hello. Yeah. After I did my research, when I had free time later, I realized that you do not shake hands. You put your right hand over your heart and bow slightly to members of the opposite sex, especially if you're a teacher. So I fucked up, but she came the next day. I learned as much Dari as I could. Namame est is Chow Miller. Chud TCS or something is what is your name. Salam alaikum. Few phrases like that. Tried my best. She seems to be doing okay. Called home, talked to the host family. Apparently, this girl's family was on the run in the desert for 50 days trying to escape the Taliban. So culture shock and PTSD, and I get to teach robotics. So doing my best, doing what we can. It's not easy, but yeah, it's cool. So back to comics. Dollar book. I'm doing my best. Dollar book. These were maybe these are different. No, these were the three. I don't know now. Maybe these were the ones they asked you if you needed, and you said you needed all, but right, you needed this one, you needed this one, you needed this one, but you didn't need this one, right? So the other one, then I don't know. Did you need that other one then? Because I don't know. That's for a different. That's for a different pack or a different purchase, a different time, a different place. It's from like a different time era. Or did I just imagine that I had a what if in here? Oh Lord. I'm so discombobulated. Yeah, those are the ones you need, except for the frog one. But didn't I show one earlier, like 10 minutes ago? Oh, it's on the ground. Did you need the earlier one that I showed you? That's what I should have been asking. I knew there's something wrong with my. Yeah, did you need the Punisher? Oh, you don't need that one. Okay, cool. Punisher and Frog go over here, and those go into Lady Fantastic's package. Okay, we're back. Dollar. I think I have this one, but I love that cover. Dollar. Variant for $1. Miles Morales, number 2. I didn't have number 2 in this run. This is the most recent one. And then he had these, and a couple of these are like $5-10 books. I just thought they were great. Deodato art. Got some Shulky. Boom. And then he had some bigger books. And he sold me these for $25. First appearance of Old Man Logan. First Meek, I think. This one's in good condition. First Council of Kangs. And then the big one, and this is like a 3.0, maybe a 2.5. It presents nice, but it's got some issues. Giant Size Avengers number 2. Kang the Conqueror, Rama Tut, the Mad Pharaoh, plus the shocking, soul-shearing death of an Avenger. Boom. Yeah, that 92 is a big book. That Old Man Wolverine's a big book. The Shulkies are nice for $1, and I would have paid $25 just for this. So I'm pretty excited. It's nice. Like I said, it's not in the best condition. I'm using like slang here, but it presents really nicely, right? I mean, I can. Well, it's probably 2.0. It's got a tear down there. It's got a tear, I think, up here. But the cover looks nice, right? I mean, the colors are decent. They're not popping, but there's still some gloss to that. And the pages are all intact and pretty and happy. So, yeah, I mean, I was pretty happy with it. I think, see, there's, but for $25 with the rest of those books, I was pretty happy. We all got tears down there in the corners. This one doesn't actually fit in this bag. I gotta put that in another bag. I noticed that when I was looking at it. All right. What's the rest of them? Oh, I showed those. Okay. Poor Man Comics had a little IG sale the other day. I mean, I go way back to the time of All About Comics and Pope Brimey doing sales and stuff. I've been on some shows with him, done some sales with him. But for $201, what's up, Kyle? For $201, shipping included. Well, I'll show the smaller book first. First, I got this, which actually looks really cool. I wasn't going to collect all the Galactic Icon variants, but I've got this and I've got the Bounty Hunter Cad Bane now. So I might try to get them all because they just look really cool. So I dug that a lot. That was a small book. That was like $10, throw in or whatever. That is a book that I wasn't sure I was ever going to own. If I could find a raw for like 200, I might have finally pulled the trigger at some point, but I just didn't know if I was ever going to get to the point where I'd pull that trigger. But to get a 9.6 slabbed for 200, I'll take that any day. So I now have the whole series. I detest slabbing so much. Like if this was a 9, if this was like a 7.5 or an 8.0, I would probably take it out of the slab just so it presents with the rest of my Y collection. There's a piece of tape on the actual slab itself, but because it's a 9.6, I think I have to leave it alone. Of course, poor man knows what he's doing, so it's packaged properly and everything. I don't have to say anything. Oh, you got Hulk 340 slab, nice. Yeah, my Hulk 340 is signed by McFarlane on the inside, which I always think is kind of cool. Yeah, I got to work at that tape. Damn, I didn't realize there was tape on the cover. I'm going to actually be careful of that. So I see something that could easily be cleaned there. I mean, obviously there's no grader's notes because why would CGC help you? Oh, is there one tick on the back? Or is that on the slab? No, there's some color rub and one tick on the back. I don't know if y'all can see. It's hard to see inside the slab. It's a tiny bit of color rub right by the bottom staple somewhere over here. And then there's one, I can't even see it here. There's one like line right in the middle, like really thin line. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I was wondering if it's worth trying to get a 9.8 out of it. It looks beautiful. Like, yeah, it's the sort of thing where you go, if it was raw, you'd be like, this looks perfect, right? You know. Oh, poor Yorick. Pretty damn cool. Brian K. Vaughan story, Pia Guerrera and Jose Marzan Jr. art, J.G. Jones cover, first appearance of Yorick and Hero Brown, Ampersand. I love that he named his monkey Ampersand, and Agent 355, Dr. Allison Mann, Beth DeVille, and Colonel Say Ilan, otherwise known as Alter. If you've never read it, I highly suggest reading it. I think a lot of those vertical titles don't hold up. I'm thinking Preacher feels dated, but Y the Last Man does not. Excuse me. Y the Last Man does not. Obviously, Sandman, which started Vertigo, does not. So there are some Vertigo stories that I think they were cutting edge at the time and aren't anymore. But I think Y the Last Man is one that definitely holds up and is worth the read if you can get it in trade or whatever. So that's my big book. That's my super happy book. I've got to find a place to put it over there where the slabs are, because I don't really have room. Still have an Ahsoka poster I got to find some room for on a wall. I don't know where it's going to go. But yeah, super happy. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Like I said, this is a midweek cool on a Monday. I don't know what that means. And I thank Kyle and Lady Fantastic and Kenneth for hanging out. And it looked like at one point we had 5 people in here. So I appreciate the 5. And I will talk to you all later. If you can notice, I got a little bit of cold. So Got to do some schoolwork and then get to bed early. Peace. Ooh, let's end with my outro, which is the same as my intro.